Okay, YouTubers, this is the Anger Prepper. So today's video, we're going to talk about how bad will the economic crash be for this year or whatever year it decides to happen. Now, I know last year we were talking about this economic crisis that could be coming, and it didn't happen, right? They were keeping it afloat. But a lot of CEOs, financial analysts, economic experts, are saying that we could be headed towards a recession this year. And they didn't say they could be, that we will see a recession this year, probably middle of this year or so. So what does that mean? We're in January now, so that means we have time. We still have time to get prepared. Yes, things are getting exponentially expensive. We are watching eggs, for example, here in New York City, almost hit $9. We're watching cereal hit $6, $7. So granted, it is New York City and it's expensive. We're seeing this expense or this increase in price nationwide. Now, we've been warned about this for over a year now, that we were going to see some kind of economic problems, issues. And without a doubt, guys, it's definitely coming. I mean, again, when you have Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, the BlackRock CEO guy warn us about this last year, and even late last year, more CEOs started stepping up and mentioning this because they saw the writing on the wall. They're looking at the futures of the financial industry, and they're like, this isn't looking good. That's why a lot of them cut a lot of employees last year, and they will continue to cut employees this year because they're trying to salvage the body, right? Employees to a business are extremities. And when you want to keep the body alive, you have to cut the extremities off to salvage the body. That's why so many employees wind up getting let go. Because they're looking at it and going, shit, this could affect us. This could be bad. You know what we're going to have to do? We're going to have to let people go. So nonetheless, guys, more people will be getting let go. And if you are in a field that has a high probability of getting let go, you need to come up with a plan. You need to start coming up with a plan and a backup plan to that plan. Now, they keep telling us, guys, that the recession's coming. And then in some cases, they say that we're going to see a really, really bad recession. A really, really bad recession is a depression. The reason why they don't tell us a depression is coming is because it would trigger an early depression by people pulling out of the stock market to save their money and to save their earnings. So they don't say that. So a lot of them are lying. In my opinion, they're lying about the recession. And I'm only saying they're lying because you can't say it's a really, really bad recession. A really, really bad recession, like I said before, is a depression. Just say that. But you don't want to say that because you don't want to trigger panic, because people panic like bitches these days. For whatever reason, guys, people lose 60 cents in the stock market. Oh my God. And then they pull their shares out. So with that, they don't want to see that happen. They don't want to see an early depression. Though if we are headed down that road, then we definitely need to we definitely need to tighten our preps and our strategies and our plans. We need to get all of that written out, drawn out, and practiced. Because if we head to a depression, guys, a depression is catastrophic. Catastrophic, especially to a country like the United States. Poor countries won't feel it as badly as we will. We are a comfortable nation. We are comfortable in every sense of the word. We have homes, we have electronics, we have running water, we have a flushing toilet, we have subscriptions, we have movies we can watch, we have games on our computer. We have all of these things that make us more comfortable than people in 1929. 1929, you heard me say this before, I'll say it again. In 1929, we had less people than we do now. We have double the amount of people in 2023 than we did in 1929. We have more dependencies on the system than people did in 1929. And in 1929, they were struggling with that. The system was barely able to help them. The government was barely able to help them back in 1929. What help do you think you're going to get in 2023 or 2024? With all of the dependencies that we have now, that we're dependent on the system, we are wholeheartedly plugged into the system. Some of us can do without. Some of us know we can do without, but not all of us. That's why we prepare. We prepare so that we can become detached from that system without having to bitch, moan, and cry about it or suffer. Because when it happens, guys, there are a lot of people that are going to lose their lives over this. Catastrophic means millions of people will die if we go through another depression. People are going to lose their shit. People are going to have to start cutting back on certain things. And right out of the gates, what I can think of is all those subscription services that we have gone. If you have the internet or cable, that's probably going to go. You're going to want to salvage your light bill and your water bill. You're going to be misering over how much water you use. You're going to be misering out over how much energy you use. So this is going to be catastrophic, guys. And for those who don't have, they're going to be out there in the streets rioting. Simple as that. We're going to see, if we enter depression, we're going to see some shit we ain't never seen. And if anybody was still alive from 1929, they didn't even see. Now, the government cannot handle another depression. They just can't. They could barely handle it back in 1929. We, for the most part, are already written off. There is nothing they can do. It's been said time and time again, guys, if we have another depression, you are on your own. That's it. The government might try to help. They might try to print more money to spend more money on stuff that's going to be higher in price. Milk, butter, bread is going to be astronomically high because that's what we eat. The stock market takes a shit, guys. Everything goes up in price. People lose their jobs. Then what? So catastrophic at best. Now, is it going to be a light switch catastrophic? No. It's going to be a slow burn catastrophic event. It's going to be the market hits black and everything else goes downhill, and then you're going to see the tsunami that follows. And it'll be a slow moving tsunami. But nonetheless, you're going to see it wreck everything when it hits. Now, behind that catastrophe, like I said before, crime is going to spike. You're going to see crime on every front, guys, spike. You're going to see, I don't know, prostitution, the age-old crime, right? That's going to fucking resurface big time. You're going to see OnlyFans spike, and that's for those who still have internet that can watch it. You're going to see alcohol and drugs spiking. You're going to see drug dealing out the roof. You're going to see people selling all kinds of shit to make ends meet. You're going to see a lot of crime and a lot of violent crime at that, because if people can't afford food, what happens next? Right. So, crime is going to spike, and that's where it is, guys. And we have to see that coming. We have to know that that's coming if we enter a depression. Now, with the recession, we're undoubtedly going to see crime rise. That's without a doubt. But a depression, that's next level shit. Now, what can we do? First of all, we still have time, guys. We still have time. It's not, again, it's not an off switch situation. It's a frog in a pot boiling situation. Preppers can look at the frog in a pot situation and appreciate it and adapt to it, meaning we know we're in a frog in a pot situation. We keep getting ready. We don't frog in a pot situation like the rest of the normies out there where they're like, okay, it'll get better. Okay, it'll get better. Okay, it'll get better. We look at it and go, shit, it's going to get worse. Let's get ready. Let's keep getting ready until we can't. That's the name of the game. That's the name of the game in prepping, guys. Keep getting ready until you can't, until we no longer can afford it or do it or whatever it is. Then we stop. And even then, you hustle a little harder. That's why we prepare, guys. So we still have some time. Now, what to do is the bigger question. Put cash away. Take some cash out of your bank account every week, every month if you can, and take a little bit at a time and put cash at home. Try to keep it in lower denominations like singles and fives. Keep cash on hand, because when the market drops, ATMs and banks are going to run out of cash. So start putting away cash now. If you're living from check to check, guys, take $20, take $10, $20, $50, a check, put it to the side in cash and leave it at home. If you're going to keep cash at home too, do yourself a favor and hide it somewhere, right? Don't leave it like on a table or somewhere obvious. Hide the cash somewhere so that no one knows where it is. Start, again, cutting down your subscriptions to save that money. If you can't afford to put cash away because at $50, at $20, at $10 is going to a subscription service, cancel that subscription service today. Cancel what you do not need and what you're not using. That is going to save you in the long run. Also, guys, plan on losing your home if you are in a job that is susceptible to the market. So if the market takes a shit and you got one of those jobs where they're going to let you go that day or the next day, plan on losing your job and plan accordingly. Write your plan down, guys. First of all, come up with the idea, then write it down. Then put it in play, meaning practice it. See what you're going to do. Play war games with your finances. Play war games with the situation. If you lose your job, what are you going to do next? What can you do next? Think about it that way. So now I'm retired. I don't have much to worry about. But I know people who are still in the field meaning in the business world, downtown. The market takes a shit. Those people are out. You have to come up with a backup plan in case you lose your home. With that, guys, this is The Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.